Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we've got an editing window up. So the first thing we want to do is File, Save As. Remember your M drive is your best friend. That should be under this PC. That's my M drive. And I'm going to call this first PCB, I think. Dot MS14. So first PCB. There we go. And I'm going to save that. So now I won't lose that. It's non-volatile. When I log out the machine, it doesn't disappear. So now I'm going to do place, component. And you remember this from last week, so make no excuses for going slightly quicker. Go into all groups, basic, and inside there I want to select, in the first instance, that resistor up there, so I go to resistor, I click OK, and there's my resistor in the drawing area, okay? I'm happy with it that way around, actually, I quite like it horizontally. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to place component, and this time I want to place a capacitor. 1 microfarad's fine, and I'm just going to take that and plonk it in the drawing area. Now I'm not happy with the orientation of that, I'd like it to be up and down the page or vertical, so I'm just going to right click on it, rotate 90 degrees clockwise, and I'm just going to drag it in a bit. It doesn't matter terribly at this stage, but I'm drag it in there, and I'm happy, yeah? Happy with it. Okay, so I've got 2 components here. Now the next thing I want to put on there, because you recall from the previous demonstration we had test points, but those test points were virtual. In other words, they only exist in the simulator. We want real test points, so if we go to place component, and inside basic here, where's the connectors gone? Down the bottom there you'll see connectors. Can you see that? So basic connectors. Go into connectors, and there's thousands of them, but fortunately the way this has been organised you don't even have to search for these, because down at the bottom, so scroll right to the bottom, and you've got test point SMT, which stands for Surface Mount Technology, or you've got test point THT, which is through hole technology. We're going to use through hole technology here. I'll explain briefly what the difference between the two was last time. We're going to have a lovely talk from Mike probably next week about 2 different types of technology. But for the time being, we're going to select that test point THT or through hole, and you can see, not very exciting, but that's really all it is. And we're going to take 1 of those, we're going to take 2 of those, we're going to take 3 of those, we're going to take 4 of those, okay? I'm going to plonk them in our drawing area. Now they're not the right way round, or maybe I'm a bit anarachy about things like this, but I like things facing in the right direction. So 90 degrees counter, and then I went the other way round. So I'll flip that horizontally, that's better. I want that one counterclockwise, that's right. I want this one clockwise. And this one clockwise. And now I want to get them some kind of way lined up. Again, this is just trying to keep things as neat as we possibly can, so that we don't get confused. It doesn't make a lot of difference with a circuit this simple, but when you get to more complicated circuits, you want to have some kind of loose rules that you're obeying so that you can trace your wires and so on. Okay, here we go. Let's bring that up a little bit. You can use the arrows on the keyboard, that's quite a nice way of doing it. Click on it and then use the arrows on the keyboard. Okay, I think I'll set off with that. Okay, any problems with that? There's the air filter, you can't do that. Get my beady eye on quite a few circuits, and everyone seems by and large to be able to do that. Often it's an issue of not being able to find the component. That's one of the biggest issues I think people thing. Okay. And then once you've got it, carry on playing with it until it looks nice and neat. Okay, it's all good. So it's just an issue of finding the components. It's always an issue of finding the components in multi-sim or any simulator. You just get better and better at it. And sometimes we have to sit down and it takes us half an hour to find something that's even remotely similar. But that's just the nature of the game, right? Because if you look at one of the component catalogues that they don't print anymore, but they used to be about that thick and they were full of electronic components, so you can judge for yourself, but there must be millions of different types of components, and we need to sort through the type of ones that, well, how do you find someone's name in a telephone directory? You know roughly what you're looking for to start with. Okay, let's join this together. So we're going to click across to here, click across to here, up to here, across to here, and there you have it. So that's our circuit, that's wired up, just like we did last week, right? Okay?
Camera.